So ready. Okay, thanks. Welcome, everybody. The board was in executive session to discuss the superintendent's evaluation, and here we are. So we've already said the pledge. Ms. Platt, I will turn it to you.
President Daly.
Here.
Vice President Headland.
Here.
Trustee Clements.
Here.
Trustee McNall. Here. And Trustee Parr is absent this evening.
Thank you. So first of all, I want to welcome Maggie Valentine. Maggie is our new trustee, our school board trustee. Both Maggie and John are starting their terms on July 1st. But Maggie will be with us before then as a non-voting school board member. And we're so excited to have you here. We're so excited to have you as part of our team. And I'll speak for all of us when I say we are all here to welcome you, teach you, learn from you, etc. So we're really excited to work with you. So welcome. Yeah. And our next school board meeting will be on Tuesday, June 15th. And I don't have that. Is that written here? It didn't print out, but our next school board meeting will be on Tuesday, June 15th, right here in the auditorium at 7 p.m. And I will turn it over to Dr. Benante.
Welcome. It's good to see everyone again. I would like to start, as you may recall, that at our last meeting, which was our school budget vote, and we were here for quite some time, it seems like a long time ago. It was only 2 weeks ago. That being said, we had an important action item on that evening's agenda regarding the appointment of our new Director of Athletics, Health, and Physical Education, Mr. Dan Cowan. And I had indicated to the board that I'd advised Dan that given everything going on with the school budget and his school budget vote, that it would be best for him to come to tonight's evening. So I'd like to introduce you to Dan Cowan. Dan, if you wouldn't mind, come on up. And I have a couple things to say about Dan. And I know Dan has a few things he wanted to share with the board, but as you know, Dan served as an educator in the Hyde Park Central School District for the past 17 years, including in his latest role as an assistant principal at Roosevelt, at FDR High School. And I think through the interview process, what stood out to us was one, Dan's commitment to his students. He's made a long-term commitment in Hyde Park, and we're looking forward to his long-term commitment to our students here at Haldane, but also his knowledge of best practice in physical education, and specifically how wellness intersects with physical education and health and how important that is. Dan made a great connection with our students who were part of the interview process, which is difficult to do in such a contained environment, but made an outstanding connection with them. And he's someone who we're really excited about being part of the Haldane community, and we know that Dan's really excited to be a part of our community as well. And I know Dan's here tonight with his wife Laura, his daughter Amelia, and his son Braden. And Braden, I already commented, is wearing the right color shirt tonight, Haldane blue. So it's great to have Dan's family here. And with that, Dan, welcome. And I know you wanted to share a few words, so I'll just turn it over to you.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Benante, and thank you, members of the Board of Education, for inviting my family and I here this evening to express our appreciation for giving me the opportunity to be the Director of Athletics, Physical Education, Health, and Dean of Students. I'd like to first just share some of the experiences I had visiting here and then finish by giving a sincere thank you to the folks who were part of this process. My family and I have anticipated this evening for quite some time now, actually as far back as the first week of March, when we drove onto campus to visit just before the interviewing process began. And during that visit, we were just so impressed by the beauty of the campus, the athletic field, and the proximity of the buildings and playground. It really just gave us this sense of community and family. And as we drove off of campus that day, I said to my wife, I said, something just really felt right inside. I really felt like this is where I need to be. And I was just really, truly excited to get into the process. Throughout the entire interviewing process, and certainly during my most recent visit on campus, these feelings were confirmed. Ms. Sniffen did a wonderful job taking me around campus and literally introduced me to every group of students and teachers who were inside and outside of the building. And to summarize that visit, there was just a sense of happiness and pride on campus, shared by both students and teachers, and they all made me feel right at home. And it was just amazing to observe students interacting in so many different positive and productive activities on campus. Some were eating their lunch. There was a group of kids painting a banner. Some were doing gardening in the garden outside. And then it was great to see some of our PE classes ready to set off to enjoy a hike and some of the local trails. The teachers were outstanding. I met so many teachers, and what resonated with me most is how often the teachers spoke so highly of our students. Comments of, we have some of the greatest students around here at Haldane. You're going to love the students. Comments about our student athletes. And I am so excited to get working with our Haldane students. And there was something else many of the teachers said as well. And they sincerely looked at me and said, you're going to love working here. This is a great place to work, and you're gonna love it here. And that really, I brought that with me, and there was just so much excitement. And I left campus that day feeling excited to know that Haldane is so much more than I had first imagined. And I'm truly grateful for this opportunity and to be joining the Haldane family and ready to start this new journey. And I'd like to just take a moment to express my appreciation to the people who made this possible. First and foremost, my family. Thank you so much for your love, patience, and support through this process, and I'm so excited to have you by my side as we go through this new journey together. Again, I'd like to thank Dr. Benante, the Board of Education, Ms. Sniffen, and Mr. Romanino for your leadership, guidance, support, and time meeting with me. And to the rest of the Haldane administrative team, coaches, teachers, parents, and the wonderful group of students who participated in the interview process, thank you all for your time and for giving me the opportunity to join your great district. I look forward to meeting the rest of the district and community in the coming months, and I'm ready to hit the ground running come July 1st. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. Welcome. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you very much.
Now, I told Dan that I didn't anticipate that our agenda would be very long this evening, and I know we have an exec to go to, but I know Dan was going to hold on for a few minutes with his family so everybody would have a chance to say hello if you haven't already before the meeting ends. And thanks, Dan and Laura, for staying for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Just one last comment. I had the opportunity to attend our high school awards night last week. Yes, it was last week. It seems like so long ago. And I just wanted to thank first Mrs. Sniffen for all the effort that went into organizing the recognition of so many of our students that evening. And I think if I had the ability a year from now or at some point down the road to open the door, the community's lens into what has gone into facilitating at times what just may seem like very straightforward events in light of all that has gone on and with all of the restrictions and the changes that have to take place. The high school awards night probably would best reflect that because in our planning for it, of course, guidance has changed. And I just think that Julia and Tim as well really just gave it their best effort to make sure that our students still had the ability to be honored and recognized in a way that valued and respected their contributions in academics or the character-related elements recognition that we have. And we also were able to open it up to families by way of live streaming the event so our families could still be a part of it, whether you were here in Cold Spring or whether you were a family member on the other side of the country. And it was just a beautiful evening. I had shared with the kids that evening, just to comment, Bill Watterson, who you may remember is an American cartoonist. He developed the Calvin and Hobbes cartoon, which I think we all remember. I don't know if the kids remembered or knew Calvin and Hobbes as well as I did, but I told them I'd circle back to a more contemporary example for graduation. But I shared with him that if you learn one thing from being a cartoonist, it's how important playing is to creativity and happiness. And as we embark now on the last few weeks of the school year, where perhaps we can put the academic press aside for a little while, the importance of giving themselves the space to play a little bit, ourselves too, the space to play a little bit this summer. So I was happy to share those remarks with our kids, along with some additional remarks in honor of their recognitions that evening. And a big thanks to Mrs. Sniffen and Mr. Walsh and our faculty who came together to make that event go off without a hitch. That concludes my remarks for this evening.
Okay, great. Is there any communication from the public? No. Our information reports are here for review. Going into consent agenda minutes, may I have a motion, please? Second. These are the minutes from our May 18th meeting. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. The Wellness Committee minutes from their May 6th meeting are here for review. Consent agenda financial. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Dr. Benante, do you want to speak about number 8?
Sorry, Jen, just let me get caught up here. Yes, so as part of the annual budget vote, we utilize voter privacy booths from the county. The county has indicated to us that they're no longer going to provide those booths in future years. However, that they would allow us to purchase 2 of them from the county for the sum of $1. So seeing that we're going to need these privacy booths in the future, it seems appropriate to take the county's deal on these, because I don't think we'll get a better price. And that's what that item pertains to.
Very good. Any discussion? Further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Consent agenda personnel. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Ms. Platt, the CSE CPSE recommendation.
Be it resolved that, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the recommendations of the Committees on Special Education and Preschool Special Education as presented.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Okay, so next on our agenda is just a little bit of scheduling. So if we can't figure this out right here at the board table, that's okay. We can discuss it via email or something. But we need to set our July reorganization meeting date. Typically, that happens at some point during the first week of July. Doesn't have to happen on the Tuesday, although it could. So the first Tuesday would be Tuesday, July 6th. Does that sound like a day that everybody's like here and keeping with the Tuesday rhythm? Or is anybody traveling that week? Is it going to be okay?
Works for me.
Works? Maggie? Works? Okay. And it doesn't matter that Margaret's not here because she won't have to be there. Okay, so we'll do the Tuesday, July 6th, regular 7 p.m. time for the reorg meeting. Dr. Benante, you didn't say anything. I'm assuming that was
Yes,
fine with you.
absolutely.
Yes, okay. You need to be here.
My affirmation.
There wasn't objections. Okay, and then the August business meeting date, so that will be our only like official July board meeting, public meeting date. And then we do an August public meeting date, and we usually do it around when the tax rate gets set. So, and that's usually somewhere after August 15th, am I correct? Does anybody have any feelings about after August 15th? Like August 24th? Is anybody away?
That should work for me. That should work for me. I mean, I haven't.
It may work for me.
Uh-huh.
I need to check my performance.
If I
thing.
feel like if we have 4, 5 out of
think it is,
6
though.
saying it works,
Yeah, I
then
think
there
it
could
will.
be
I
a,
think
there
it
could be a
does.
zoom in,
I think-
or there
yeah,
could be
yeah.
a not
I
there.
might be in costume, but I'll zoom in.
That'd be preferred.
Tuesday night, though.
That's what I'm trying to remember if we're doing Mondays or Tuesdays. But at any rate, I think I'm the only one who can't, so I will see what I can do. So.
All right, okay.
So August 24th, the usual time.
Tuesday, August 24th, 7 p.m. for the business meeting.
I think that should be okay.
Here, thank you. Oh, I was just saying that Sean could zoom in if he was on a beach somewhere. Or not. And then the retreat dates. So as a reminder, we have that retreat set up with Garrison, the joint retreat with Garrison for Saturday, September 25th. Times to be determined. Maggie, that's the first you're hearing of that, so I hope that works for you.
September 25th?
Yes, Saturday, September 25th. We started I guess it was last year? We started doing joint retreats with Garrison instead of joint board meetings. Previous to that, we always did an annual joint board meeting. Sometime around, orientation to Haldane for the Garrison kids. That was kind of the initial. And then it just became a joint board meeting. And then we found that we could be a little more productive if we actually found a board, topic. So we did our self-evaluation topic. That was 2 years ago. I guess we didn't do it this past year because of COVID. Anyways, I digress. Saturday, September 25th with Garrison. So we need to find a retreat for us. And that retreat is a date where we spend time talking about goals and initiatives for the school year, reflecting on our self-evaluation. And Phil and I were talking about maybe trying to do that in July to give him some space and time with the administrative team to work on developing some of what we talk about. We have in the past always done it in August, but then there's a little bit of like a rush to get everything set for September. So we were talking about maybe trying to do it in July. So typically that's, like a 3 or 4 hour, we could do it like a half day thing. We could do it on a weekend. We could do it, 5 to 9 during the week type of thing, if that's better, instead of a weekend. Any feelings about that? Phil, do you have any feelings about that?
No, just an appreciation for if we're able to do it sooner in July, as you stated, as opposed to later in August. And I just would reflect to the board that as part of the superintendent's evaluation, we often get into discussions about looking ahead to next year. So just to keep the momentum going behind that, it puts us as an administration in a good position if we can begin to coalesce around some goal areas to use then the rest of July and August for planning purposes going into the start of the school year, as opposed to what we traditionally would do, or compared to what we traditionally do, which is late August. And that doesn't really leave us a lot of time from a planning perspective. Again, many of these areas are anticipated, but I think we're in a good position to begin to coalesce around some of those goal areas in early July, or will be. And it just puts the administration in a really good position to leverage what time it has through the summer months.
Here's an idea. What if we kept with a Tuesday, and did, let's say, like a 5 to 9 situation? So we didn't have to deal with weekend travel.
I actually am going to start traveling for work in July. So the only thing is the only Tuesday that I think I'm going to be in town might be July 13th.
Well, we could, maybe, what about July 13th?
I am not, that's the week that I am on vacation.
You're on vacation.
Yep. Yes. Back again.
Are Tuesday, are you always traveling through the week?
Well,
or?
if we kept with a Tuesday, I'm going to be out of town probably the week of the 19th and possibly the 26th is the only thing. So that's the Tuesday issue. Because if Phil wanted to do it toward the beginning of the, I could do it any other day that week.
July 11th?
Well, July 11th is a Sunday,
Correct.
but I could, oh.
You're thinking a weekend?
Oh, so you're pushing for a weekend instead of a weeknight.
Tuesdays are great by me. I can do weeknights just about any time during the
Yeah.
entirety
I can
of
do
July.
any other weeknight the week of July 12th.
You can do any
Wait, no, what did I
weeknight
just say?
the
What
week of
happened?
July 12th?
Yeah,
Oh, but you can't.
John's gone that week, right.
What about during the week of July 6th?
The 8th,
Like the 8th?
yes.
Yes.
It's not my ideal, but I can do it then.
Maggie? I think so. Phil?
Yep.
Can we say then Thursday, July 8th? And if somebody determines a significant problem, to speak up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And what, 5 to 9? Is that what we're saying?
Oh, wait a second. Sorry, I can't do that. Sorry, that was too good to be true. I'm sorry, you guys.
Jen, would it be easier if either Catherine or Megan got the calendar and the suggested times that work for each of the board members, and then, because we can maybe help in managing
Yeah,
a scheduling of the date that works for
Yeah.
everybody.
yeah,
And
that's
if
a
it
very
can't work, it
tricky-
can't work. We can go back to late August. I think we will be able to find.
We can find a time in
early
July. I feel
but-
confident. We can make a Sunday afternoon work, I'm sure. We could find a Sunday that we're all in town and,
Great.
okay, all right. So we'll pause on that for the moment. Okay. To be continued. Is there any communication from the public? Are there any board reflections to share? I'm so excited that Dan Cohen is joining the team.
Me too.
I'm so happy you're here. The whole board is like, I'll just speak for all of us. It was like just a unanimous yes. Thank you for accepting our invitation and applying to be here. We're really excited. Yeah. Any other board reflections? John, did you have something you wanted to
No,
say?
I was just going to say first.
Were you going to say
Mayor,
the same thing?
I was going to say that, but I was the NWEAs are a big part of the conversation in our household, so it seems to be going fine. Everybody's
Hanging
happy
in.
and surviving. So thank you to the school district for making sure they're prepped and not freaking out about it. So
Yeah, yeah, good. Dr. Benante, any final
Nothing else, Jen.
thoughts?
Thank you.
Okay, I would like to make a motion to convene back into executive session for the discussion of collective negotiations pursuant to Article 14 of the Civil Service Law. May I have a second, please?
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourning and not returning. Cecilia, thank you. Thank you, everybody.